My name's Todd, and this is Stephanie and Nathan Justice, and this is my wife Paula behind me. What we teach is Hug a Tree. It's a program that's nationwide. It was developed by a gentleman that was on a search. They had a little boy that went hiking one time. He didn't take any type of protective clothing with him, no water, no nothing. He just went hiking out in the woods, and he got lost. Well, through the night it got very cold. He was out in the desert, and it got down in freezing temperatures, and he ended up passing away. So this gentleman developed this program to teach the kids like you, so that way when you get out and you get lost, you'll know what to do. And it's called Hug a Tree. And what we try to teach is, we try to teach like a medium-sized tree, maybe like this one right here. If you can find that in the woods, just sit at the base of it. Okay, the tree's going to help protect you a little bit. It's going to help keep the rain and the dew off of you at night. It's going to give you something to lean up against. It'll give you somebody to talk to if you get bored. They won't talk back, but at least you can have a conversation with somebody. If you do a too tall of a tree, if there's a storm come or something like that, you might have a fear of lightning hitting the bigger trees. So that's why we always tell you to find like a medium-sized tree or something, and something with branches like that with leaves that'll overhang and help protect you a little bit. When you go out hiking or out in the woods, we want you to take somebody with you, or more than one person with you, so you're in a group, or at least a couple of you, so you're not alone. Also tell someone where you're going, an adult, where you're going to be at, which direction you're headed in, okay? When you go, I want you to take a couple things. Doesn't matter how hot it is. Like right now we're in t-shirts, it's really hot. He's taking his sweatshirt off. Remember that it does get cold at night, okay? The temperature can change pretty rapidly, so always take a jacket with you. Even if you start out on daylight today and you go hiking, it may get down into freezing temperatures by nighttime. So always take a jacket with you, keep warm, okay? Always take water with you and a little bit of a snack. And in a little Ziploc bag, you can have mom and dad go get you a couple things. A used or an old CD that's real shiny, so you can use it to reflect light, like a mirror. See, we come out to find you, we even carry the same stuff. But something that's shiny that you can shine light, okay? And a flashlight. Flashlight might not see too good in the daylight. This you can catch the sunlight just right and you know, make a beam or something, you know, it'll glance or be real shiny in the woods. Mom and dad can go buy you a cheap whistle. The reason of the whistle is if you get lost, instead of hollering, you'll eventually get hoarse and you won't be able to holler as loud or as long. The whistle, all you got to do is just blow air and it makes noise in the whistle, okay? You can do it all day long, all night long. The whistle's going to do a couple things. The whistle is something we don't normally hear in the woods, so we're going to come look and see what that noise is and try to find you. It also is going to keep some animals away from you, because the animals out in the woods are going to hear that noise, they're not going to like it, and they're going to run away from it because they're scared of it. Get a trash bag, like a white or bright colored trash bag. I know we got black today. Who wants to volunteer? You had your hand up first, I think. All right. So she gets lost in the woods. It's nighttime. She's going to get her bag out, trash bag out, okay? I'm going to have your left hand. Hold the trash bag right there at the very top. Put it on the top of your head. Right there. Now take your right hand, reach around, find your nose through the trash bag. Okay? You got your nose? All right, now hold the trash bag at your nose and bring it away from your face. All right? Then you can let go with this hand. Just let it drop. You're fine. All right. Right here where she pinched would be her front of, you know, the center of her face, her nose. This one we've already used. It's got a hole in it. But that's where you would tear the hole, is where you pinched it at your nose and bring it away from your face. If you tear a hole in it, then it'll open up your face. Why do we want your face open in a plastic bag? So you can breathe. That's what you're going to say? All right. Yep. You don't want to put a plastic bag over your head without a way to breathe, okay? She's ripped her hole in her bag. Put this over your head, okay? Find the hole. There it is. All right. Now, she can either wear it like that to keep her head dry, keep the heat in, keep warm, okay? Or if it's hot out, she just wants to keep a little warm, a little dry in the morning, so you can pull that off, cool off a little bit. She can always put it back on to keep warm again, okay, and hold some of the heat in. Okay. All right, so it serves as a jacket to keep the heat in, serves as a raincoat to keep you dry. Thank you. Also, if you get a bright colored one, we sometimes use helicopters to look for you if you're lost for a long time. And if you hear a helicopter and you're under the tree like that, what we want you to do is step out away from the tree out into the open where the helicopter can maybe see you. And I want you to lay down on the ground. You can put the trash bag on if you got like a white trash bag or a bright colored trash bag and lay down on the ground with it. Why do we want you to lay down on the ground? Makes you wider. Yep. What's the helicopter going to see if you're standing up? Right there is about it, right? Just the top of your head. If you get out on the ground and lay down with a white trash bag on, you look like a giant target down on the forest floor. They can see that giant target and they can call it in and tell us where you're at, and we can come look for you that way. Nice. Take a piece of aluminum foil. Ask Mom and Dad for a piece of foil. Sit down on the ground. Put your foot right in the foil. Step really hard. There's his footprint. Okay? We're going to leave this behind. Mom, Dad, here's my shoe. I'm going hiking with so-and-so. We're going this direction. You take all your stuff and you guys go hiking. Okay? You end up not coming back and being lost, and they call us out. Mom and Dad's going to show us this. This is the picture of the shoe. This is what his shoe looks like. We're going to take a picture of this and carry it with us so we can match it to any footprints in the woods we see. If you see any footprints in the soft dirt or the mud, those are called traps. It traps your footprint. Okay? We have people we'll bring with us too called man trackers. The man trackers will measure your footprint, and then they'll measure, if they see a couple of these footprints, they'll measure what they call your stride, how long of a step you're taking. Okay? They can either search through the dirt to find you. They can even on their hands and knees crawl across the grass and tell which way you walk by the way the grass is bent down and find you on the other side of the grass. Okay? So this helps us out a lot because we know what footprint we're looking for, especially if it's an area where a lot of people hike. We know to look just for this footprint to see where you're at. Okay? So we're going to take what? A jacket, water, snack, trash bag, something shiny, and a whistle. Very good. All right. We're also not going to wear sandals or flip-flops. We're going to wear tennis shoes or hiking boots or something, okay? Good sturdy shoe. We're with Canine Search and Rescue Services of West Virginia. We volunteer what we do. We don't get paid. The dogs are our dogs. We take care of our own dogs. They're family pets at home, and when they come out and put their harness on like Reddy's got, they know it's time to work and it's time to get serious, okay? We do searches for lost and missing people in woods. We don't do pets, dogs, any kind of animals, anything like that. We do all people searches. Both of our dogs work air scent. Air scent dogs work off lead. Their nose is usually always up in the air, sniffing the air, just like your title, an air scent. And they're used mainly for large areas like the big fields and stuff down here. And what they generally use us for is they have a big search. They'll put it on a map, and they'll put us out in an area and tell us to search a particular area. And if we come back to them and say we didn't find anybody, then they can mark that area off their map. And our dogs make the search go a lot faster because they can clear big areas and tell us whether or not there's anybody in that particular area. Okay? So we get used quite a bit when they have a big search. The dogs smell your scent. Your scent is like, they call them rafts. It's very microscopic particles that come off your body constantly. What happens is the dog will get a scent of that raft, and where they're microscopic and they float through the wind, it'll work towards you and find your scent. The wind actually carries your scent across the yard and stuff, and that's what the dog hits on to try to alert to us, to let us know that they found you.
Did you see how he went to you and then he came back to me and he jumped on me? That was called his alert. So if I couldn't see him, he would take me back to him once he did that, okay? You can pet him now, guys. He's done. He knows he's done.